Hey friends, Amanda here at Bare Bones Living, and today I am starting to restock my seasoning pantry, or my seasonings for cooking. And tonight I am actually planning on making chili, and I don't have any chili mix made. I have been making my own chili seasoning for, I don't know, a couple years now. And I've used the same seasoning recipe the whole time, basically. So I really like this seasoning, but I've only made it for like a 1 pound meat dinner. And I've never made it in like a big batch. I might have doubled it a couple of times just because we wanted leftovers or something like that. But I really wanted to get like a big quantity of this made and have it in our pantry so that we don't have to do this every time. So I took the recipe and I quadrupled it. And I'm going to see how much that gives us. Now that only gets us 4 1 pound meals. And I'm going to be cooking 2 pounds of meat. I'm doubling my usual chili recipe because I want leftovers, because baby will be coming in the next couple of days. And I just want to have extra food already made that will be easy for us to eat, easy for the kids to have access to while we're at the hospital and grandma's watching them, things like that. So I'm gonna quadruple it for now and we'll see where that gets us. And I thought I would just bring you guys along with me. So this is not at all a difficult recipe for seasonings. Like I said, I've been using it for years. I don't know it off the top of my head. I always have to look it up, but let's just get going here. And it starts with just some flour. And like I said, I quadrupled this. So I'm going to be doing 4 tablespoons of flour. And then the majority of this seasoning is actually minced onion, which I don't have minced onion, I just have these onion flakes. But obviously I have been using them and it works just fine. This is just what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. And this is 8 tablespoons, so I actually have to pay attention here. Okay. Ooh, I forgot my salt. So then we're going to do 4 teaspoons of salt. So I'll just do a tablespoon and a teaspoon. The crushed red pepper flakes that you guys just saw me make. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that. And then my chili powder. Now, I got this chili powder off of Amazon. It's the same company that I got these onion flakes from. And this is by far the hottest chili powder I have ever had in my life. And I like spicy. My family does not like spicy the same way that I do. But even for me, this is too much. So I like wrote all over the front of it that it's super hot, and I usually, if it asks for a tablespoon, I do like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Like, I super cut it down. So the recipe actually, whew, and just by opening that, it like takes away my breath. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons for 4 batches. So I am actually only going to put in 1 teaspoon instead of the 2 tablespoons. I can always add more, but once it's there, there's no going back. So I'll just err on the side of caution with that. And like I said, I can always add more. Then I do 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And this is the minced garlic that you guys just saw me get in my February Azure haul. I need to do 2 teaspoons. And I have not used all of my minced garlic, but I added it to, I just put it in a jar, and that jar is full now. So I'm just trying to, I'm hoping that this was like exactly 2 teaspoons, which I think it is. Yeah. So, okay, so perfect. 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then that is literally it. Flakes as I missed the container completely. Great. I'll just shake that up. And I'm estimating that for each pound of meat that I use in my chili, or depending on how much chili I'm making, I believe it's going to be about 3 tablespoons of seasoning, and then like 1/4 to 1/2 or 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup of water to make the actual chili. And I have quite a bit of room still left in here. So I think I'm going to actually do another 4 batches here. While I'm doing this, while I have it all out, I wasn't sure how much room it was going to take up, but I have plenty of room in here. And to have this already made on hand is priceless to me. And I'm not in fear of running out of any of my ingredients, so like I said, mine as well, right? I mean, I'm definitely not running low on the onion flakes. Although they are the thing that take up the most room in the jar. So there you have it. I have a full container of chili seasoning. I wrote chili powder on here. I'm gonna have to redo that. But excited to have this done. Like I said, we're gonna be eating this tonight, so I'll know. I'm gonna do the 3 tablespoons that I think it will take, and I'll know the heat level of this. And since these crushed red pepper flakes are my homegrown cayenne peppers, and they did have the seeds still in them, that's going to add some heat as well. So I hope it's not too hot with just using the 1 teaspoon instead of the 2 tablespoons, but still using the amount of crushed red pepper that it called for. I hope it's not too spicy, but I guess we'll find out tonight. And like I said, I think it's gonna be 3 tablespoons of seasoning, and then as much moisture as you need. I think like 1/3 to 1/2 cup of water, plus whatever else you're gonna put in there, like your beans or your tomatoes or whatever. And I don't drain my beans or my tomatoes that I'm using. I want all that flavor and all the juices that come with it, because I'm using the beans that I made and the tomatoes that I preserved. So that's all good stuff. But yeah, so I'm really excited to have this to add to my spice cabinet. So hopefully it's not too hot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.